Welcome back to the Dog Mystic Show. I am the Dog Mystic, CherieMarquez, and my mission is to keep dogs in their forever home by teaching owners how to train their dogs without treats and bring peace to the home. So, welcome. I would be forever grateful if you can like and subscribe to my YouTube, which is the Dog Mystic, and there are plenty of tips on there. So my tip for today is: are you using those Glade plugins? If you are, then please just realize they're dangerous for your animals, because they're at the level, I mean, especially for the smaller dogs, they're at their level of the nose. And I'm going to put a link to a video of a Siberian Husky that almost died because of the Glade plugins. So we can handle it, but the animals can't handle the scents and the oils. So there are specific oils, scented oils. What am I talking about? So specific scented oils that are safe for animals, but there's some that are safe for dogs and not safe for cats. So please do your research, because they do have the essential, there you go, the essential oils that have the diffusers, but just do your research to see exactly what is safe for all of your animals. Because if you have a household of different animals, you just want to make sure that it's okay and safe for those animals. So I understand that you want your house to smell good, but the Glade plugins are not safe. So that is my tip for today. And I am excited to bring on Rachael. She's in Australia, and she has 2 dogs, and she has been using the Kangen Water for herself and for her dogs and animals and household and everything. So I'm going to bring her on real quick. So give me one moment. Hello. Welcome. We have Rachael Brenton Morrow. So,
hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm fine. We've got a beautiful heavy shower of rain happening at the moment after 4 months of drought. So we're pretty happy here today in Kempsey.
And you are in Northeast Australia, correct?
Yes, we're halfway between Sydney and Brisbane on the east coast. So we're only about 20 minutes from the coastline.
Nice.
We have beach, river, farmland, bush, everything all within, like 20 minutes of where I live. So it's brilliant.
Beautiful. I am in my favorite park, and I got stuck in traffic, and if I went home, then I would have had to real quick take care of the animals and then sit down and do this. So I'm like, nope, I'm going to enjoy the quiet and the beautiful calmness of the park.
It looks like you've got a beautiful day there.
Oh yes, it's still warm in Southeast Florida, warm but beautiful. And the breeze this week there's been a really nice breeze, so it feels really good, but it's still, I believe it's still in the 80s. So it's still hot. I'm excited. I'm excited for the heat to break. So
Yeah.
it
A bit like
will eventually.
a bit like waiting for a drought to break.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So how long have you been giving yourself and your animals the Kangen water?
So about 12 months. So my husband and I both drink it, and my mum, she's actually a water convert, so she's loving the water. She's noticed so many benefits for herself. Same with my husband. I fill his work water bottles with it every morning, and one day I put filtered water in there just to see if he could tell the difference. And he brought his Yeti home, and he was like, put it on the counter. I said, "Didn't you drink your water?" And he goes, "What is that shit? That's not the magic water." And I went, "Oh no, it's just filtered water." He goes, "Why'd you do that?" Said it was an experiment. Sorry. So
That was a good test. That's so cool.
Yeah, so you can definitely tell the difference. And everyone that's tried it has just gone, "That's, I see what you mean by it's so smooth." And you say that to people and they just laugh. So my dogs and my cats, I have 2 rescue cats as well as 2 rehomed dogs. And what I did with the Kangen water was I put out the 7, the 8.5, the 9, and the 9.5 in separate bowls. And I just watched who went to what, and they all went to the 9.5.
Really?
Thinking that, yeah. So straight away they just went to the 9.5. They sniffed all the bowls and went to that one. So I know a lot of people only give them the 7 or the 8.5 or the 9, but I just let them choose, and that's what they chose. So they've been having that for about 12 months now. So it's been great. So some of the benefits I've noticed is a reduction in flatulence.
Okay.
Not that I should say that in front of the girls because they get embarrassed. So yes, the dog farts aren't anywhere near as toxic as they used to be. Their fur is so soft. Their skin is amazing. They don't have any skin conditions whatsoever. They're alert. They're energetic. Their digestion seems to be working really well. As a dog owner, you know what I mean by that. So yeah, we don't have, good healthy poops. Good solid, healthy poops. Which is always how you tell what's wrong with your dog.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So I've noticed that my skin is a lot more hydrated. I'm 56. And I had really dry skin, and I was always thirsty. Like I used to drink 2.5, 3 liters of water a day, but I was always thirsty. Now I'm not like that. Like if I drink, I'm not thirsty anymore. I find it hydrates so much better. And yeah, just I'm stoked with it. I would never be without it now, ever. And I'm even going to buy a loaner one, like buy another one as a loaner to loan it out to people to trial. But it's also so that when I send my machine to be deep serviced, then I've got one here because I don't want to go without it for the time it's going to take for it to get to Sydney, get clean, and come back.
Yes, totally. Yes, being without it for however long, even though it doesn't take that long, but still, I
can understand why, Balaj and that all take their machines on the planes with them. They put it in their carry-on bag.
That's the beautiful thing. I mean, it's small enough. It's small enough that you can travel with it, and as long as there's the sink hookup, and there's different faucets, different
Connections.
connections that it
Yeah.
comes with.
Yeah.
So it's learning how to set it up and which one fits and
Yeah.
which sink. But like
Yeah.
it's just once you learn how to like set it up, and it's easy. It's
Yeah.
easy and totally worth it. And I mean, like now that they have all those different like padded suitcases or carriers, and you know that the machine is safe, but you know that you're traveling with amazing water.
I reckon, you know how they have the camera cases with the cutout foam to fit your camera perfectly? I reckon I should get one of those from a machine.
Yes.
Get one cut to fit it in and nestle it in there in the foam perfectly. I reckon that would be good.
Well, in a camera bag, and then they also have like a foot bath, train.
Yeah.
So like a foot bath ionizer, like detox ionizing foot bath that has like a whole padded like silver case that I believe it would fit in there perfectly. But so it's anything that has like the extra foam, or like foam padding that you can put around it and then fit it in your
suitcase,
your separate suitcase. It's great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we when we went to the retreat in the Hunter Valley on the Central Coast in July, the organisers are actually Enagic girls, and they had a K8 in the kitchen, set up in the kitchen. So the chef actually filled our water things all the time with the K8. So we had Kangen water the whole time we were there. It was brilliant.
Perfect.
And we were all lining up, filling up our bottles, like it was great. It was really good. But and they put lemon slices in it. And somebody said to me, but doesn't that make the water alkaline? Acidic. And I said, but the funny thing with lemon is when it gets into your bloodstream, it goes alkaline.
Okay.
So when it hits your stomach, it's acidic, but when it gets into your blood, it turns alkaline. And I never knew that. So there you go. I've learned something. I love lemon.
So it's alkalized water, and then the acid in the lemon has no there's no alter. There's no alter. It's just the vitamin C that you're getting from the lemon and the yummy flavor that's added to.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And it also helps your digestion. So
yes.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
But I just like the taste of the water on its own. So I like my water unadulterated.
Now, what about for your cats? Do you see any difference with the cats?
Their fur is a lot better. It's really, really shiny. Like I've got a black cat, and she looks like she's glistening all the time. The light hits her coat, and it's just beautiful. And they're just like Wally, my ginger boy. He's a bigger cat. Like Bezzy's only, she's probably 2.5 kilos. Wally's probably about 5 or 6, and he's quite lethargic normally. But since he's been on the Kangen water, he seems to be doing his ninja stuff in the hallway more often. Where they jump around and chase shadows and do all that stuff. He seems to be playing a lot more. So nice. I think it's given him a new vitality. I don't know. It's just something I've noticed. But again, the same thing, good digestion, you know, all that kind of thing. And Vespa, the little black cat, I actually rescued her. She was dumped in our street because she had cat flu. So she was the first animal I rescued in this house. And so she was really sick. And I nursed her through that homeopathically. And so I've noticed, because during winter, she'll get the sniffles and the runny nose and sneeze and do all that kind of stuff. This winter, she didn't do it at all.
Oh, awesome.
So the only thing I can put that, because she's done it every winter for the last 5 years. And then this year she didn't do it. So the only thing I can put that down to is the Kangen water.
No, absolutely. Well, I mean, like, you know, especially because they're the ones who chose the 9.5. The 9.5 is the highest pH drinking water, and it can be like a total detoxifier. So, like, you know, if a person just automatically starts on the 9.5, then it definitely can be a good cleanse if your body needs a cleanse. So
they can feel those detox symptoms, you know, like they can have headaches and stuff like that. Because especially if they're not used to detoxing. So, you know, if you're eating a bad diet and you're drinking tap water and all of that stuff, and you start straight on the 9.5, for the first week or so, you can have, you know, detox headaches and stuff like that, but it goes away really quick.
Right.
Yeah. So I've had people who've had those symptoms, and it's funny, once they start on the Kangen water, they seem to make better food choices as well.
Well, your body just gets like starts craving the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, there's a woman that I forgot her name, but she's like the water goddess, because what she started doing was freezing. She's a scientist, and I'll put her name in the link, because it's absolutely amazing. So she's a scientist, and she wound up freezing petri dishes of just water, and whatever she was thinking, like pictures were actually like coming up into the water, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I mean, like, you know, and I tried it, and the one time that I tried it, I don't know, I was emotional, and I had like tears of gratitude. And so the tear, I kind of like put that into the water before I put it into the freezer, and the picture that came out, it almost looked like a heart, but like an actual heart with like the valves and everything.
Wow.
But the amazing thing about her studies and everything about the water is she was in a really bad accident, and it was a car accident, and the driver owned a bar. So there was beer bottles in the trunk, or like in the truck. So her body was like totally mangled, but I guess the beer bottles broke, and some of the glass was like in her body. And a certain amount of years after the accident, she started drinking high alkalized water. She's from New Zealand, so the high alkalized, I think it was even like higher than the 9.5, and the glass pieces were actually like coming out of her skin, and like, you know, out of her face, out of her, like wherever her scars were, the glass pieces were actually coming out. So
Wow.
it's truly, truly amazing. Amazing, just the healing effects that water can have. So it's
And
beautiful.
our bodies will heal themselves if we give them
Yes.
the right conditions.
The right conditions and the right belief systems
Yeah.
that we can
Yeah.
heal ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
My puppy dogs are just having a wrestle. They're a bit bored because they don't like to go out and play in the rain. So yes. Yeah, so
And
TFE.
how long have you been with the Freedom Era?
I started with the Freedom Era in February 2021, and I watched for 9 months. I was in the platform, I was doing the training, I was in the Facebook group, and I was watching. But I've always been a bit of a skeptic. I think that comes from being, I think, too trusting sometimes, and you just take people for, you know, who they are, and they end up, you know,
That's
hi,
me.
thanks for that. Yeah. And so I just watched for a while, and I was also trying to find a way out of no way, as we do, to come up with the money to do a quad, because that's how I wanted to start. So
Nice.
I have 2 bathrooms, so I wanted an Anespa for the bathtub and an Anespa for the shower. Oh, and I actually wash the dogs in shower water. So in the back bathroom, it's the laundry as well. So the Anespa hose will reach to the laundry tub, so I wash them in there. Just as an aside. That's probably why their skin and their coat's really good as well. So, and then, of course, the Ukon. So I managed to come up with the money in the October. So I joined the NAGIC in the October. And in the meantime, I'd been watching everybody making all this amazing impact on the world, and I thought, that's what I want to do. And I started the discovery process. Sorry, my computer just went blank.
I hear you and see you.
And yeah, so it actually made me stop and think, because like most of the people who join a NAGIC, I wanted to make some serious money. But when I did the discovery process, I realized that there was a lot more to it than just the money. When I was doing my why kept getting bigger and bigger. And so I ended up with wanting to help my community. It's a small rural community. Through COVID, lockdowns, we lost so many beautiful little boutique stores and stuff. So now we only have, you know, like Woolworths and Coles and Aldi and that. And so we also lost clothing stores and, you know, all those beautiful gift stores. We lost our kitchen store with all the beautiful, you know, KitchenAid products and all that, the good quality stuff. So, you know, now you just go to Big W and buy a $20 toaster because you can't get anything else in town. So that was traumatic. So I want to be able to invest in the small businesses in my town and give them a boost. We've got beautiful plastic-free, non-toxic, sustainable store in town called Finding Grace, Wellness and Sustainability. And I would love to give her a cash boost so that she can expand her range, expand her shop, you know, so that she can then bulk buy more things so that she can provide more, you know, organic bulk foods and all of that kind of stuff, because I'm huge on that. Like, my house is practically non-tox, and I make my own beauty products. I make my own health resources. Like, I make my own pain balms, my own healing balms, my own energy clearing sprays, all of that kind of stuff from herbs and oils. And all of
Oh,
that.
I
So
love it.
I would love for her to be able to stock all of the things that I now have to buy on the internet because I can't get them locally. And I hate buying on the internet. I would much rather buy from my
That's
local
awesome.
store. And then, you know, I want to build a dog park here in town with fenced areas for the different sizes and the different temperaments of dogs. I'd also like to be able to have people who are traveling with their dogs set their caravans or vans or whatever up in a little fenced area so they don't have to have their dog on a leash all the time or tied up while they're there. All these kind of things that will just, you know, just make it so much nicer and build that sense of community. I'd also like to do a wellness hub here with, you know, chakra healing, trauma healing, massage, sound healing, all of those beautiful modalities that are so precious to living your best life.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I mean, like, you know, that's the good thing about, that's the amazing thing about the discovery process is, you know, you go deep. You go deep into your why, and your why is so impactful and amazing.
Yeah.
So if I'm moving to my car right now because I got to charge my phone. So and that's the beautiful thing about technology and business and the freedom era, and you know, you can work from anywhere as long as you have internet, and it's perfect. It's perfect. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
And the training and the automation and the community, like, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yes, the training is fabulous. Fabulous,
And
fabulous, fabulous.
and what it would cost us to do that training if we weren't doing it through the freedom era is unbelievable. Like, none of us would be able to afford it when we first start, you know. Oh, you're gone. Something happened. Yep. Okay, come on. Here you go. You say hello to everybody. Say hi. Look. Say hi. Look. Hey. What are you doing? I've lost Cherie. She's gone. She plugged her phone in and disappeared. It's magic. Oh. Hopefully she'll come back. Because I'm definitely no dog mystic. Oh, she's gone camera shy now. So I usually have both of them in the office with me. So I always joke that one's my admin and one's my secretary. Hey. I wonder if I should leave. I don't know where she went. Okay, so I'll probably just say goodbye now because I have an appointment soon. But thank you so much, Cherie. I've enjoyed having a chat to you, and I'll catch up with you all another time. Okay, bye.